So we're going to be making our beaver habitats, and we're going to be using a flat surface, possibly a piece of cardboard or like a cookie sheet. And we're going to be arranging the items that we find into a beaver habitat. So I'm going to do a little bit of a sketch. This week we're preparing to create our beaver habitat next week. So I'm going to create a little bit of a sketch for what my beaver habitat and yours can look like. So we're going to want to have a little sort of skinnier river coming out. Okay, and then we're going to want to build, remember there's two parts to the beaver habitat. So there's the beaver dam and then there's the beaver lodge. So this would be our beaver dam. Okay. And then because of the dam, the water comes outwards. Okay, so something like this. And we have the beaver's lodge over here. So this, to build this, I'm gonna wanna make sort of a round dome shape. This is gonna be 3-dimensional when I actually collect my materials and go and build it. This is the water. And I'm probably gonna wanna have some trees, maybe here, and some grass as well. So we're not just building their house, we're building the whole environment where their house is located. So I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna collect some materials that I feel would help me in representing all of these different things. So if I see something that would make a great tree, I'm gonna grab it. If I see something that would make a great, that would be wonderful to use to represent grass, then I'm gonna grab it, and same thing for water. And I might find all of this stuff outside, or I might find it in my home. I might not be able to find it outside. I might find it in my home. So go and collect with this in mind, and then you're gonna collect and store your materials until next week. Have fun.
Hi students, I'm outside now. I'm at the playground and I'm going to look around and collect some materials that I could use for trees, beaver lodge, beaver dam. And luckily, the playground that I'm at has these wood chips. This is perfect. So I'm going to collect a few of the larger wood chips and I'm going to take these home. So there's my little collection of large wood chips. Ooh, what's this? I think that's a little pine cone. That might be useful, possibly for a tree trunk. I'm gonna take it. Ooh, a stick. I found a lot of sticks. In the field by the playground, there were leaves covering the grass, and within all of the leaves, under some of the layers of grass, there was quite a few of these little sticks. So here's an interesting item. So this looks like a piece of garbage, but it's a clothespin. I feel like it might be helpful, so I'm gonna take it. So here's my collection. So from outside, I grabbed some wood chips from the playground, some little larger ones. I got some sticks. I have a very large stick here. I'm gonna probably have to break it for my habitat. And I thought that leaves might be helpful, so I grabbed some of those as well. Okay, you remember my sketch that I did. So I found some materials that I likely will be able to use for my beaver dam and beaver lodge. And I found some things I could possibly use for trees, but I did not find anything that I could use to make grass or water. I just didn't want to collect a whole bunch of like blades of grass. I just felt like it would be really difficult. So I'm going to look in my home now and see what I can find. All right, so I was able to find this gift bag that's really perfect for my water. So I'm excited about that. And I also found some green construction paper I'm going to use for my grass, but before I use it, I'm going to add some grass texture so that it looks a bit more interesting. So I'm using a pastel. And I'm using the side of the pastel to rub on my paper to kind of create some different texture. And I'm gonna do that again with a yellow pastel because you know the grass is turning a bit yellow right now. I'm trying to make it look kind of more realistic. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a crayon to continue to make, lines that go up and down, sort of really energetic lines to create grass texture. And this is how I would create fur texture if I was trying to draw a beaver's fur or something like that. But I'm just gonna do that for my grass. Now I'm ready to use this in my project. Now that I'm almost done adding texture, I'm going to take my materials and I'm going to store them until next week. So I'm taking my gift bag, my paper, and also all of the things I collected from the playground, and I'm going to wait till next week. So remember to use this sketch to guide you as you're collecting your materials. Make sure that you have a material that you could use for each of those things labeled on this diagram.